What up, what up, what up, y'all? It's your boy Moan T, and that means it's time for the 5 minute, right there, 5 minute cigar review. So let's jump into it. Not gonna waste your time with BS, gonna get right into the review. And my special guest for today is the Oscar Valladeres SuperFly. Can you see that? Let me flip that around a little bit. The SuperFly by Oscar Valladeres. Right off the bat, this bad boy's getting 3¼ fingers, 3¼ because it's a slightly above average cigar, which was a pleasant surprise for me. Because if I'm honest, when I first saw it, I was a little disappointed because I looked at this dark but somewhat gaudy band, and I thought, gimmick. Now, if you don't know, Oscar's the gentleman who makes the Leaf by Oscar, the Oscar. I think he does Island Jim cigar. He collaborates with Island Jim over there at the Leaf and Bean in Pittsburgh, which is a cool little cigar lounge spot to check out if you're in the Pittsburgh area. And I saw this and I thought, little blaxploitation gimmick, and I was a little bit disappointed. Again, I'm a fan of Oscar and his other cigars. Didn't know what to expect, and I was pleasantly surprised. So let me tell you, it's got the wrapper is Mexican San Andreas, and it's Maduro. The binder is Honduran, and the filler is Dominican Republic, Honduran, and Nicaraguan. And from what I understand, this is his first dive into using Dominican Republic tobaccos in his blends, and it turned out pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. Because I thought it was gimmicky, and I didn't think I was going to enjoy it. Again, I was pleasantly surprised, and it was nice to taste the flavors that I tasted and realize that this is a real attempt at a decent cigar. So, as you can see, it's got a pretty good build there. It's got a nice look to it. The seams are good. It's not extra veiny, although sometimes I like that. But in this cigar, it looks better with it being that Maduro. It actually looks good without all the veins and seams. And it's got a fairly decent, even burn there. The draw is really good. For this size cigar, sometimes you get a very loose draw. And this one, the draw is actually really, really good. It's just tight enough to where you feel like you're drawing on something. You're not, because again, the bigger cigars to me seem to have too loose of a draw, and this one is almost perfect. Puts out a decent amount of smoke, and it's very aromatic. Thought I'd add that in today. Aromatic, I don't talk about the aroma of the cigars, and that's actually quite important when you think about the overall experience of cigar smoking. The aroma, because some cigars have a pretty foul aroma and others are very sweet. And I'm not talking about like the flavored cigars. Those often have a pleasant smell, but they're flavored cigars, so they're crap, in my opinion. But this one is very aromatic, smells good, tastes good. I'm tasting notes of like a chocolate with a very small hint of spice on there. Hold on. Maybe even a little bit of a coffee. It's not overly bitter like that, fresh brewed coffee with no cream or sugar, that bitterness, but there's a little bit of coffee bitter with the chocolate, and I always like that combination when I can detect it. That it reminds me of a cocoa, but it's distinct from cocoa. You know what I mean? Like a hot cup of cocoa, because you've got the coffee and the chocolate, and they blend, but they don't necessarily combine. Does that make sense? It's not like I'm tasting them at once. I'm tasting them together. Does that make sense? And then a little bit, just that hint of spice. But he did a good job with this. I enjoyed it. It's not the gimmick that I thought it was. So Oscar, if you ever check this out, hey baby, good job. I got to put this with the rest of your cigars. I like them all. I still like the Leaf the best, and I'm a real fan of the Sumatran and the now the top just kind of left me. I'm getting old, people. Can't remember like I used to. and so I'm not even gonna try. Let's just say I like the Leaf by Oscar. Check those out as well. Check out the SuperFly. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with your cigar smoking buddies. Share it with your cigar smoking enemies. I don't care. Share it with everybody. And tell them to like and subscribe. And hey, leave me your comments. Y'all be cool and stay smoky. Peace out.